Sandy just wanted to start. Is there any update on JJ?
Not at the moment. Obviously she's unfortunate injury, isn't it? Just got near some other people. Hopefully she's okay. I don't know much at the moment.
Okay. And then, Breanna, I wanted to ask you a little bit about your guys' rebounding tonight. Obviously, JJ has a big part in that, but there were multiple times where you guys kind of just got stuck ball watching.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Sandy, the Mercury were on a back-to-back coming from Connecticut. I guess just how much would you chalk up this loss to effort, especially giving up 26 second chance points?
Yeah, a bit of everything. Obviously we're not happy with the way we played. We should have been a little bit more aggressive in that first half and generate some energy. They got energy as it went along with the success that they had. So yeah, we let that one go, but a good team. Like I said, the turnovers and the offensive rebounding, that really hurt us. We know that. But yeah, it's no excuses the way we played.
Sabrina, past few games, the team has been out-assisted by your opponent. I guess just what have you been seeing from defenses that makes it so hard for you all to move the ball like you'd like to?
I mean, I think it starts defensively. When we don't get stops, we're not able to really get up. Obviously, they're making things difficult. I mean, they were in the paint, flying out, and I think we just got to be better of staying composed, not turning the ball over, and finding the open man.
Hello, sorry didn't go your way tonight. Was hoping to get both perspectives, coach and player, whoever's more comfortable. This week was the first time you saw opponents with back-to-back winning records. How do you think you responded to this first test, and what needs to improve?
Well, we didn't respond very well at all, but like I said, it's on us. We've got to. I've got to find ways to get us going a little bit more aggressively in the beginning here, and it was too easy for them, and they got a lot of confidence out of that. They shot the ball really well, and AT and Satou were hard guards for us. But I thought when we got aggressive in the third, it was better. And but it's really hard when we lose JJ. That obviously takes a little bit of the energy away from us for a bit. That's normal. But we got to find a way to rebound. We just can't just put it all on her. So it's all about all of us. And it's just, like you said, ball watching, jumping over the back of us. They're things we can fix. That's just a mindset we've got to flip.
Just for Sabrina, they were real aggressive at the point of the screen. I'm wondering, and I know you haven't watched anything like that yet, but if there was maybe a reason you weren't able to get into like 4-on-3, short roll stuff, if just why kind of they gave the offense in general a lot of trouble with those aggressive coverages.
I mean, I was trapped, so it's pretty tough when there's two on the ball every single time you come off a pick and roll to really be able to find the open person. I mean, they're a great defensive team. They're long, they're active, they bait you into passes, and obviously I think that's something we didn't really execute well on was their traps, making everything difficult. Obviously, they watched the last few games of us being able to just come off and pick and choose what we wanted to do offensively, and their adjustment was trap, blitz the ball screen, and make the next pass really difficult, and they did that really well, and I think that's something we'll learn from.
Hey, Breanna. In that fourth quarter, Phoenix only had one attempt at the rim. Everything else was just kind of sprayed all over the floor. What did you feel about the defensive intensity? Because there was momentum going back and forth, especially late third, early fourth. Was it just them making more shots, or was it a defensive lapse there?
Yeah, I mean, I think we tried to speed them up. We got a few steals in around half court, things like that. But it seemed like in that fourth quarter, they were getting everything in the corner, whether it was a mid-range or a three. The ball kept finding the corner, and that's the farthest closeout in most cases, and we just weren't able to kind of get there as quickly as we need to.
Hi, everybody. For Sandy, long road trip for you guys coming up. What's the sort of biggest lesson you want the group to sort of learn from this game tonight, so that way when you're on the road in Seattle that you sort of get back on the right track?
Yeah, I think it's just about bringing the right energy from the get-go, whether that's being a little bit more aggressive with how we play defense. I think that's important for us. It's going to be big for us. And then just showing video, obviously they want to trap her. We just got to move the ball. We got to be a little bit more disciplined with how we move it, the spacing and our cutting. I thought we were very slow and we didn't have a 0.5 mentality. It allowed them to scramble and stay in place. And they are long and lean, we got a lot of deflections and we didn't read the defense with their overhelp. We didn't find the people in the corner. But yeah, this is how you learn. I mean, we learn from wins, but we learn a lot more from the losses.
Hey, Sandy, you talked about Satou being a hard guard, but you guys did hold her to 4 for 18 from the field, 0 for 8 from 3. Just, I guess, what did you like on that side guarding Satou tonight?
Yeah, she's been playing great. We wanted to make it as hard, show her bodies. I thought, our matchups, we had different people on us. Shuey was on her. Tash was on her. Just tried to crowd her as much as we could. And so we did a decent job on her. We just allowed all the rest of them. Makani, she looked like an all-star tonight.
Hi, Coach. Kind of following on Makani, Phoenix's international tandem of Monica Makani and Kia Laxa have been crucial for them. We've seen it across the league where you have a few international players coming in and being successful right off the get-go. What do you think is allowing them to really be effective right out of the gate?
They're confident in what they do. They've gone overseas and they play really well over in Europe. And they're in a system that fits them really well. I think obviously with AT, where she's got the ball in the hands a fair bit, they're doing a lot of smash screens, and she's one of the best passers out of those situations. So, they're getting a lot of open looks from AT and Satou, the attention that they get, but they're good players in their own right. If you watch them overseas, they're pretty good. We'll finish on Zoom with one question from Erica.
Thank you. So question is for Sabrina. I wanted to ask you a little bit about, I've talked to you about coming into this season, some of your goals and how you're feeling physically. I want to ask you, though, from a leadership perspective, now that you are starting to see more players integrated into rotations, as a ball handler and someone who is helping to facilitate the offense, what do games like this help you to do when it comes to that side of your game and your leadership for this squad?
Yeah, I think it's important to just continue to build chemistry with everyone on our roster, because you never know when someone else's number is called and they just have to integrate and just flow. And I think that's obviously we've had games with now Leo being gone, JJ out, players are having to kind of just continue to integrate into the starting unit, Niara starting and, now KB. And so I think it just continues to add layers to our chemistry as a team. And for us, who continue to play together and start together, it's a point of emphasis that we need to continue to integrate them, make sure they find, their roles and feel confident, because we need everyone to feel confident in their roles.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.